Episode 3, Your Purpose. Pablo Picasso, the famed Spanish painter, he has this quote. He says, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away." Now, you may have several gifts, but you only have one dominant gift. Say, for instance, the famed basketball player Michael Jordan. He tried to come on the scene, so to speak, selling sneakers instead of playing basketball first. What you do first matters. If he tries to sell us sneakers first, we may never hear of Michael Jordan. But because he chose his dominant gift and to perfect that first, it brought him into a place where he was able to express himself even more, expressing those lesser gifts. You must get alone, quiet the noise, turn off the cell phone, turn off the television, and get alone and just think. What is it that I do, that I love doing, that I should be doing more of? Oftentimes we find ourselves on jobs that we are there only to make money, and we're miserable. It doesn't bring us a sense of fulfillment. But if you begin cultivating, finding out what your dominant gift is, and begin cultivating it, even though you have a dominant gift, if you don't perfect it, it will not bring you the rewards that it could bring you. Although there are many basketball players on the earth, they have gifts, but as you see the basketball games and as it plays, you see some gifts and some players have really perfected their gifts at a high level versus others who don't spend as much time perfecting their gifts. Now, some players, they are able to shoot better. Some players, they are more defensive players where they can guard better. But you are able to see the separation in the gifts as you see them play. So get alone. Find out what is it that you can do so well, and then begin doing it. You don't have to wait on anything. Oftentimes we think we have to wait on a good break to happen, or we have to wait to get money. You don't have to. Just find out what it is and begin giving it away. Say, for instance, you enjoy working on cars. You don't have a garage, you don't have a building, but you do have some things that you can begin doing. Say, for instance, you can, in your neighborhood, you could go door to door and ask people, would you change their oil? Now, one of the most aggravating things to me is sitting at a car shop waiting to get my oil changed. Imagine if you can solve a problem for just those people in your neighborhood. You can go door to door and say every 3 months or however long they want to go without changing their oil, you can go to their houses and you can change it in the comfort of their own homes. They don't even have to get out in the cold. Episode 3 continued. Your purpose. You can solve problems with your gift of being handy with mechanic wise, being a mechanic. You solve the problem of various things. They could have a problem with their tire, you could fix it. Apart from doing oil changes in your neighborhood. But you could get really creative in giving away your gift. You don't even have to charge a ridiculous price, or you charge what's fair, because you don't have the overhead of having a building. So you could solve many problems. So that's just one way you can solve a problem with being handy with cars. So just keep in mind that you don't have to wait. Never have to wait to express your gift. Because if you begin waiting for circumstances to be just right, you may never express the gifts that you have. Perhaps you're a writer. You don't have to wait on someone to hire you as a columnist or hire you to write a book or articles. You can just begin writing articles or writing short stories and giving away to friends, giving it away on social media. And it could bring pleasure in people's lives and add substance in the lives of others. And before you know it, you can create your own avenue. But you must start. You must start. I would like to thank you for listening to the New Mind Creator Podcast with your host, Maurice. This podcast has been sponsored by Abundant Sports. Subscribe to my podcast on iTunes and head over to www.mauriceflournoy.com to find out more about my services and how to book me for a speaking event.